Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Who's this? Oh, I look so good, don't I? Yeah, I know. This is my favorite hairstyle. I try to make this hairstyle at least once a year because it just eats every time. So anyway, let's just go on to what we're going to be talking about today. We're going to be talking about reactive abuse. If you're in a relationship or you're married to a narcissist, you must have experienced this. If you haven't, just hold on, it will happen. It's just a little bit of time that it will take, okay? So what is reactive abuse? Reactive abuse is when the victim finally reacts to the manipulation, the gaslighting, the provocation, the abuse of the abuser or the narcissist. And then the narcissist takes that reaction to paint the victim as the aggressor. I will give you an example with my life because I have experienced it. So on July 5th, 2024, I went for Kiss Daniel's show in Calgary. So I reached out to my ex-husband. I was like, hey, are you willing to pick up the girls on Friday? I have somewhere that I need to be. And he was like, that's fine. So he came at about 5 p.m. to pick up the girls. And while he was at my place, I told him I'll be back before 12 midnight. And he was like, oh no, please be back by 11. I said, I will not be able to make 11 p.m. because I'm there to see Kiss Daniel. And you know these artists now, they don't come out on time. They come out like 11, 12, midnight. So I'm like, oh, I'm not sure I'll be able to make 11 p.m., but I'll definitely make it back home before 12 midnight. And it was like, if you don't come on time, the girls will have to sleep with me in the office because I am taking them to the office. That was where he claimed he was sleeping at that time. So I said, okay, I'll be back before 12. So he left with my children and I went for the show. At about 11:13, Kiss Daniel was still not out. So I booked an Uber, got into the Uber, sent him a message, and I was like, hey, I'm on my way home. Kindly start bringing the girls home. And he responded, unfortunately, I will not be able to bring them back to you because it's late. I told you to come back before 11. It's already past 11. And we started an argument over the phone on WhatsApp chat, right? So I was like, okay, whatever. Where are you? Give me the address so I can come and pick my children. So he sent the address. When he sent this address, it was a northeast address. The office that I know he rented is in downtown. So when I saw the address, I was like, whose address is this? This is northeast. This is not downtown Calgary. So anyway, I told the Uber guy to add that destination to the trip, and the guy did just that and took me to this address in Northeast. When I got there, first thing I saw was this winner sticker on the door. I couldn't still put it together, you know. So I rang the bell, and lo and behold, his sister opened the door. I was like, what? I asked him, I said, what are my children doing here? The reason I asked that question was because it was this, my ex-husband, that told me everything that his sister used to come and tell him about me. He even told me that he went to his friend, he called his friend, one of his friends in Japan, and to seek advice from the guy. And he told the guy that, oh, this my sister, she's really wanting to destroy my home. She's a friend to my wife, but later she comes behind my wife to tell me really terrible things about my wife. She comes behind my wife to damage my wife's character and reputation to me. So he told me that. So that was the last place that I expected him to be, because if you already know that someone is wanting to destroy your marriage, when you have issues in that marriage, that person should not be the first person that you should go to. You should go somewhere else. You should go to someone that will be willing or that will be able to help you resolve issues that you're going through. So that's why I asked him, I was like, what are my children doing here? And he started, is this not my sister's house? Is she not my sister? She is my sister. And then that was how the argument started. I started to shout. And then he said, oh, they have not even given you the custody of the children. Why are you acting as if they have given you custody? And the sister started to claim, oh, custody of the children. Are you talking about custody now? What is going on? Why are you talking about custody? She was pretending as if she did not know exactly what was happening and how far her brother had already gone with serving me divorce papers and all of that. But this is what happened. Immediately, I started to yell. My ex-husband brought out his phone and started to record me. Look at her now. Look at what she's doing. Look at how she's screaming. Look at her. Because at one point, the sister told me that she was going to deal with me. And I told her that I was going to send her back to Nigeria. I said, I will send you back home. And she understands. She knew exactly what I meant when I told her I was going to send her back home. So my ex-husband was recording. Look at how she's screaming. Look at her. He recorded, and then he sent that recording to his friends. He sent it out to his mom, his cousin, his sibling, old and young. Everybody in his family got that video of me reacting. So the main reason for bringing my children to his sister's house was to get that reaction from me, because he knew that once I see my children there, I'm going to be triggered and I'm most likely going to react, which I did. And then he recorded it and sent it out to his family and friends all over the world to paint me as the aggressor. That is exactly what a narcissist will do to you once you react. They will only take a photo or film the part that you reacted. The people that are watching the video will never be able to get the real context. In another video, I'm going to talk about how to differentiate between the villain's evidence and the victim's evidence. And one of the major differences is that in the villain's evidence, there will be no contest. You will only see and hear reactions of the victim. That's it. Because the goal is to paint the victim as the aggressor. The goal is to paint the victim as the terrible one, as the violent one. But in the victim's recordings or evidence, you will find context. You will be able to get a clear picture of exactly what happened. You will not only just hear another person screaming without knowing the reason why they decided to scream. That's the major difference between the evidence that an abuser provides and the evidence that a victim provides. So that was one way that my ex-husband was able to get me to react to his abuse and manipulation. It was to get me to come to his sister's house, find my children there, react. Then he would take a video of me reacting and send it out to his family to solidify the image of me that he has painted to them as the aggressor. I hope you understand clearly what reactive abuse is. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.